Let me put you on some game, fam. I'm 36 years old. If you're watching this video and you're in your 20s, even if you're in your 30s or 40s, or even if you're in your teens, listen up. This video is gonna dig deep into your heart. The truth, fam, is I know you're lost. You've been silently giving up on yourself, and you may not have a friend, a real friend, to tell you what you need to hear right now. And as you sit there, away from the noise, literally feeling like a stranger in your own life, feeling like your own enemy, hearing those thoughts and emotions that right now seem too hard to handle every single day, I want to tell you as a brother to another, fam, you cannot give up. If this is you, the person that I'm about to describe, you cannot give up. The truth, fam, is, if I've learned anything in my journey, going from a little kid in Madagascar all the way to America, it is that every one of us want to live a life where we are proud about what we are a part of. The truth, fam, is life is never and was never about having all the answers. It was never about that. Life was about the experience. As Soren Kierkegaard, one of the greatest philosophers, said, life is not a problem to be solved, but an experience to be lived. I think you've been watching others too much. The guys that try to tell you to toughen up. The guys that make it seem like thinking about something deep means being fake, being woo-woo. The truth, fam, is you have literally allowed people to stop you at the gate of your greatness. You're literally right there behind all these experiences that you call failures. All these emotions that you said piss you off is literally the key that is delivering you the greatest blessing of your life. The thing that will make you courageous enough to do things you've never done before. The experiences that have given you the perspective you never had before. The failures that literally have given you the toughness you never had before. The family that is giving you the reason you never had before. The embarrassment, the frustration that is giving you the motivation you never had before. The boredom that is giving you the time and energy and space in your life you never had before. Fam, you cannot give up. Why? Because you are literally the one. You're the one your younger self has prayed for. You're the one that you've been waiting for. This right now is the part of your movie that you've been waiting for. That moment where things may not seem like it on the outside, perhaps, or maybe they do. But within, it surely does feel like you have your back against the wall. You may be in a very silent way, feeling lonely, feeling rejected. No one anymore is coming at your door knocking. No one is coming at you anymore, checking on you. Perhaps everyone around you is just speaking about things that don't actually connect with you. You don't have any more energy for that fake stuff, for that superficial stuff. You want to live. Congratulations, you are literally at the gate that is about to unleash your greatness. And I say your greatness because for the very first time in your life, you are hearing that voice. That is your soul buried deep down underneath all these distractions that you've accepted because you didn't know any better. But now you are in this time of your life where you're finally seeing a glimpse of your real self. Do not keep going without opening your eyes, because that will be the greatest mistake of your fucking life, bro. This is the moment you regain presence with yourself and you stop running away. What you're feeling right now is your humanness. This imperfect energy is the real you. The will to live. Life was never about having this perfect life. No. Life was about the experience, the adventure, the exploration, the going at it, to say that you've been part of it, to say that you overcame these limiting beliefs and you dare to finally go after the things that truly moved you, fam. Life was never about looking cool. You are believing these random things from these people, fam. That's why I'm going on YouTube, to tell people this message. Life is not about an algorithm. Life is well beyond that. The greatest, most beautiful things about your life will never make it on the highlight reel. Will never be defined by a paycheck. Will never be defined by clothes, by cars. I'm talking about the purity of the moment when you are literally feeling in your heart that you are proud about your effort. That you're not waiting for tomorrow anymore, but that right now is the fucking moment. When you finally get real with yourself, fam, you will understand that now these thoughts that seem so harsh on yourself were coming from a place of tough love. Maybe you need to hear that you're a fuck up. Maybe you need to hear that you've been lazy. Maybe you need to hear that it's not anybody else's fault. It is yours for staying in these environments, for not applying the things you already have an idea that you need to change. That is the moment of your movie. That is the moment that changes your life. And perhaps it is a moment right now that you are in every day. The moment where you say no to the food that can literally change your body and completely change your life if you locked in for the next 3 months. Maybe it is that moment where you are in those conversations with these people, and instead of trying to do something you've never done before, you stick to the program, the action plan, and you apply. You apply the things you have learned, the knowledge you have built, and you stop trying to look cool or trying to look like what, and you apply the action plan. You follow the process. You stop trying to act like you know better than anybody else, and you do the thing you're supposed to do. For once in your life, do not give up in those moments. For once in your life, listen to yourself and stop listening to other people, because they don't know how you truly feel. You know how you feel. You know the situations of your life. You know how you are in those moments where you fall short. You know. Stop acting like somebody else will know. They don't know. They have faced their own things. You have your own path. This is your moment you take ownership. This is the moment you stop playing around. This is the moment you realize that the moment you've been waiting for is literally the moment that we're in right now. It doesn't get better than this. It will never get better than this, but the present. When I realized that, fam, my whole life changed. I started waking up at times of the day where I set my alarm clock. I decided to go to the gym even if nobody would ever see my gains. And here I am 11 plus years later. I started showing up for my craft even when the paycheck wasn't showing up. And now I'm 15 years in a career where I'm seen as the greatest at what I do. In the field of economics, a field where before I never thought I could go in. Here I am at the age of 36 years old, about to turn 37, feeling so re-energized with a sense of youth, Why? Because I'm no longer seeing myself compared to anybody else. I am feeling the energy within me that wants to live, that wants to start new, that wants to explore, that wants to go at it, that wants to take every single day as an opportunity, because it could have all stopped yesterday. You don't fucking realize that the very moment you're in is a chance. I don't think you realize, fam, that you are right now in the season of your life, in the dream. You literally have a chance to change everything. But you must allow yourself to go beyond your ego right now. Your ego is making you think that if you don't do this, then everything will be lost. You owe yourself, fam, to stop making this about you for a second and actually listen to life. Why don't you give things another chance? Why? Because you're in your feelings. You've taken everything that has happened to you through your life and you act like you are God. You are the universe. You are the market, right? No. You are in the process. Nobody guaranteed you success. It's nobody else's fault. Now is your moment to live. Now is your moment to literally make the greatest decision of your life, fam, and that is to say, I am willing to give my life to this. The will to live. I accept that I will never and may never have everything. And I'm okay with being the man with integrity that finally dared to stop running away and waiting till tomorrow. And if you have to suck today, then you have to suck today. If you have to do things that contradict the things you ever said, you will. But you must. If you want to live a life free of that feeling that is so burdensome in your heart, you must let go. And you must go after the life you really want. I don't care what you have been through. All of these things are the very reason you're qualified for the step in front of you. Fam, if this is you, if I'm talking to you and you're feeling this right now, that you cannot give up. You cannot give up. Do not give up silently by settling into these jobs, settling into this level of effort that you're bringing every day, settling into what you're accepting that is literally destroying you. Do not. What is at stake here? Is you getting busy living or you're getting busy dying? And if I'm your real friend right now in your life, which you may not have because I didn't have someone tell me that, then you need to open your eyes, fam. Because I'm telling you this from my own life. As someone who was unemployed over a year facing deportation, as someone who literally was alone tens of thousands of miles away from where I come from, who had to literally take that moment away from all the noise with no recognition or nothing, sleeping on my friend's mattress. And through all the challenges life threw at me, a hip tumor, homelessness, being rejected despite 20 years of schooling, and to keep focusing on the step in front of me. That is what is putting me right now at almost 40 years old with so much passion and peace into this relentless pursuit of greatness, knowing I will never be perfect, and I'm okay with that. And to see the beauty in that by accepting that. That is how you free yourself. By accepting that giving up is not an option. That every day, every single moment is an opportunity to make the difference. That it's not somebody's compliment or recognition or paycheck or pat in the back that defines you. It is your level of energy of how you show up and how present you are with your life and how true and honest you are with yourself every single day. That is how you step into your greatness. And if you're here and if you're still listening right now, you're the one. You're the one you've been waiting for. You're the one that holds the keys. You're the one. And you're just getting started. I know that. Do you? As always, fam, wherever you are, wherever you come from, you are destined for greatness. Get busy living, not busy dying.